Hey, how's it going? My name is Anthony Costanzo. I'm owner at Arc Local Web Consulting. I spoke with Danny on the phone last week. He said that digital marketing might be something you might be interested in. So I thought I would shoot this quick audit of your website, just kind of giving my thoughts. So, managed IT services Charlotte, right? It's going to be one of your main keywords. I know you're in various markets, but Charlotte is probably the main one you're going to want to go after, seeing as it's one of your biggest markets. So what comes up right here are the Google ads. This is the map section, and this is the organic section. Now we specialize in ranking websites in the top of the maps and the top of the organic. So just to kind of give you an overview of how many searches a month for this specific keyword, so managed IT services, Charlotte, North Carolina, you got uh, 260. Now for this industry, that's actually pretty high, right? And that's just for that one key term. Then you also got, Charlotte IT support, Charlotte IT services. So you got well over 300 searches a month just for these few key terms. So if you rank on the top of first page for these, you're going to get a lot of business from it. So let's take a look at your competitor here, right? WaypointSG.com. Why is he in the top spot? Well, there's a lot of things that goes into SEO, but there are three main categories. You beat your competition out in all three of these categories. You hands down rank to the first page and to the top of the first page every single time, right? So the first thing we would do, we would change your title tags and your meta description, right? This is so you will start coming up in the Charlotte area for those specific terms, right? This would be your title tag. It tells Google, it's the first thing that tells Google what you do and where you do it. So you'll automatically start coming up for managed IT services, Charlotte, North Carolina, right? So once you start coming up in Google for that, then we got to start pushing your website to the first page. So the three categories we focus on is one is content, right? I always tell people, think about Wikipedia. You type in elephant, what's the first thing that always comes up? It's Wikipedia. It's because they have so much unique, authoritative content, all relative to elephants, right? Anything from their ears, their trunk, their teeth, their tusks, anything relevant to elephants, Wikipedia is talking about, right? Google loves this. They love to see you putting the work. They love to see you implementing authoritative content, all relative to your niche and where you do it, right? So that would be the first thing we would do is write a bunch of content for you, create a blog, which you already have. So a cool little trick, you type in site and then your URL, you have 362 pages that you come up for, which is great, right? You have a blog, and that's something that we would do. We would keep up daily, weekly, just write a ton of content, all relevant to the IT industry. Let's compare to your competitor, WaypointSG.com. They got 1,200 pages, right? So this would be something we would need to beat them out in. We'll give you 1,300, 1,400 pages, just really dominating them in this category, right? So that would be the first step. Second category is citations. Citations are quite simple. It's basically an online directory. Think of your Yelp, your Manta, Angie's List, anywhere you could cite your business's name, address, and phone number on the web is a citation. This simply just makes you look more legit as a business, right? So, Google takes a look at it and wow, look at expertip.net listed all throughout the web, all throughout these citations. They must be pretty established as a business, and this is what pushes you forward. And what people don't understand is there's hundreds and hundreds of these directories you could be put in, and we'll list you in each and every last one we could possibly find. And just the more directories you are put in, the more legit, the more established you are as a business in Google's eyes, right? So that is the second category. Third category, I would say probably most important next to content is backlinks, right? Think of a backlink as anyone else on the web talking about your website. For instance, if the Charlotte Agenda wrote an article about the best IT companies in the Charlotte area, they said go check out expertip.net, right? That is someone else on the web talking about your website. Not only is that someone else on the web talking about your website, it's the Charlotte Agenda. They're very trusted. They're very established in Google already. So since they're trusted in Google and established and they're talking about your website, that makes you trusted in Google and relevant in Google's eyes. The more important people on the web talking about your website, the higher you rank. Now, this is what, excuse me, this is what really pushes you to the first page, the top of the first page. You right now, you are not trusted in Google at all. The people that are talking about you, they're not trusted. You have absolutely no trust within Google. Now, the cool thing about my company is we own hundreds and hundreds of high authoritative, high trusted blogs. They have a trust flow, all in the 25, 35, which is very high. Anything in the double digits is high trust flow. Let's take a look at your competitor. They have a trust flow of 23, right? So they're pretty trusted in Google, and they have a citation flow of 37. So, we simply start linking you onto our high authoritative, high trusted blogs, and your trust flow will shoot through the roof, and you'll eventually surpass them, and then you'll eventually surpass them in the ranking. And that is really it. You beat your competition out in those three categories, you will rank to the first page. And the only other really thing is it takes time, right? Because, it can't get you there in one day, but we can get you there. So I hope you learned something from this video. I am in the Charlotte area if you would like to meet up and talk some more, but thanks for watching this video.